Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. The motorcycle world has always been a blend of tradition and innovation, and few bikes capture the delicate balance as well as the Honda Rebel. For decades, the Rebel name has been synonymous with freedom, simplicity, and a gateway into cruiser culture. Now, in 2026, Honda has taken everything people loved about the Rebel line and pushed it into an entirely new era. The 2026 Honda Rebel doesn't just represent a continuation of a popular model, it represents a bold evolution of what a modern middleweight cruiser can and should be. Today, we're diving deep into every aspect of this machine, from its design and key features to its performance, comfort, and unique selling points, to see if this bike truly deserves the spotlight in 2026. When you first lay eyes on the new Rebel, it's clear Honda's designers have leaned heavily into the neo-retro styling philosophy. The Rebel has always been stripped down, minimalistic, and approachable, but this year's model takes refinement and aggression up a notch. The proportions are compact yet muscular, with a low-slung stance that instantly communicates cruiser DNA. You get a round LED headlight encased in a modern housing, slim turn signals, and a streamlined tail section that keeps the silhouette clean and uncluttered. The tank is slightly reshaped, bolder and more angular compared to earlier models, adding a modern touch while still retaining that teardrop classic feel. Honda offers the Rebel in a range of bold colors for 2026, including a matte black for the purists, a deep crimson red for those who want drama, and even a striking pearl white option with bronze accents that feels premium and eye-catching. The seat height remains one of the Rebel's greatest strengths. At just under 27 inches, the bike is extremely approachable for newer riders, shorter riders, and those who simply want a cruiser that doesn't feel intimidating. At the same time, Honda has managed to keep ergonomics comfortable for taller riders as well, thanks to mid-mounted foot controls and a slightly pulled-back handlebar. This means you can sit in a neutral, upright posture for city riding, but also feel comfortable stretching out on longer highway cruises. The new seat padding has also been upgraded for 2026, offering more support for both rider and passenger, which was an area of critique in earlier Rebels. Underneath the design, the 2026 Honda Rebel introduces several performance updates that truly set it apart. Depending on the variant, you can choose between two engine options, the Rebel 500 and the Rebel 1100. The Rebel 500 continues with its tried-and-true liquid-cooled, parallel twin engine, tuned for smooth power delivery and plenty of low-end torque that's ideal for city commutes and casual weekend rides. But the big story is the Rebel 1100, which uses a retuned version of Honda's Africa twin-derived 1083 cubic centimeters parallel twin. This engine has been further refined for 2026, offering around 95 horsepower and a torque curve that's incredibly flat and usable. You don't have to rev it to the moon to feel power, it's there as soon as you twist the throttle. For a cruiser, that translates to effortless roll-on acceleration whether you're overtaking on the highway or just enjoying a lazy ride through town. Honda has also doubled down on technology in the 2026 Rebel. One of the standout features is the inclusion of ride modes across the lineup. You get modes like Standard, Rain, and Sport, which adjust throttle response, traction control, and engine braking to suit different conditions and riding styles. For the Rebel 1100, there's even a customizable user mode, allowing riders to fine-tune the bike's character to their liking. Add to that Honda selectable torque control, wheelie control, and optional ABS, and you've got a cruiser that's not just about laid-back riding, it's about confidence, safety, and adaptability in every scenario. Another major feature that continues to set the Rebel apart is the availability of Honda's DCT, or dual-clutch transmission. In 2026, the DCT option is smoother and more intuitive than ever. For riders who don't want to worry about manual shifting, or for those who ride a lot in traffic-heavy areas, the DCT makes the Rebel incredibly approachable. It shifts seamlessly, offers manual override through paddle shifters, and truly broadens the appeal of the bike. Handling has also been given a noticeable boost in 2026. While cruisers aren't typically associated with agile cornering, the Rebel defies those expectations. Thanks to its relatively lightweight, low center of gravity, and well-tuned suspension, the bike feels nimble and responsive. The front suspension now features upgraded forks with better damping, while the rear dual shocks have been revised to offer more comfort and control. Technology extends beyond just performance in the 2026 Rebel. Riders now benefit from a sleek, full-color TFT display that provides all the essential information at a glance, from speed and fuel levels to riding modes and gear position. The display is clear and modern, yet doesn't feel overwhelming or out of place on a cruiser. When it comes to price, Honda has positioned the Rebel strategically to appeal to both new riders and seasoned veterans. The 2026 Honda Rebel 500 comes in at around $7,499 in most markets, offering outstanding value for its mix of style, performance, and approachability. The Rebel 1100, with its larger engine and advanced features, starts at around $9,999 for the manual version and slightly higher for the DCT-equipped model. Given the level of technology, comfort, and performance packed into these bikes, the pricing feels not just competitive but almost aggressive. Honda clearly wants to cement the Rebel as the go-to option in the cruiser segment. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2026 Rebel truly unique. Unlike many cruisers that stick rigidly to tradition, the Rebel is fearless in blending classic design with cutting-edge technology. It doesn't alienate new riders with intimidating weight or size, yet it doesn't compromise on performance for experienced motorcyclists who want more out of their ride. The Rebel line, especially the 1100, represents the idea that a cruiser doesn't have to be stuck in the past. It can be stylish, affordable, comfortable, and still embrace modern engineering and innovation. Another selling point is the Rebel's versatility. It's equally at home as a daily commuter, a weekend cruiser, or even a touring bike with the right accessories. The engine options cater to different audiences, the 500 for riders who value simplicity and efficiency, and the 1100 for those who crave power and long-distance capability. Add in the availability of the DCT, and you've got a bike that truly has something for everyone. That breadth of appeal is rare in the motorcycle world, and Honda has nailed it with this release. On the road, the Rebel's character shines through. In urban environments, the bike feels incredibly manageable. Its lightweight build and low seat height make it easy to maneuver through traffic, park, or make tight U-turns. On highways, the bigger 1100 shows its strength, cruising effortlessly at higher speeds with plenty of passing power in reserve. It's also worth mentioning the Rebel's role as a cultural icon. Over the years, the Rebel has been many riders' very first motorcycle. It has introduced countless people to the freedom of two wheels, and Honda has clearly embraced that legacy while building the 2026 edition. It's a bike that doesn't just serve as a mode of transportation, it serves as a gateway to a lifestyle, a statement of individuality, and a platform for self-expression. The customization options, combined with the minimalist canvas of the design, mean each Rebel can be molded into something personal, something unique to its rider. So, is the 2026 Honda Rebel worth it? Absolutely. It's more than worth it, it's a benchmark for how motorcycles in this category should evolve. It respects tradition while boldly embracing the future, and that's exactly the kind of spirit we love to celebrate here at Bike Culture Hub. And with that, we come to the end of today's review. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Honda Rebel, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Bike Culture Hub for more in-depth motorcycle content, and drop a comment letting us know what you think of Honda's latest cruiser. Would you go for the approachable Rebel 500, or does the Rebel 1100's power and features call your name? Thanks for watching, ride safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.